This is ETBU Sports Night here with Tanner Matthews and Coach Walden. Coach Walden, why don't you tell us a little bit about how it is to get the first one under the belt?
It feels phenomenal. I mean, when you get that first one out of the way, it's one of those deals. It's a special deal, and seeing all these guys' hard work come to fruition. We talked about all the work they put in the spring and the summer, and then in fall camp, and just to see it pay off for these guys, that's what it's all about.
Just talk a little bit. I know it's difficult to pick somebody in the offense, so who would you go there on? Just talk about how the offense as a whole. I mean, quarterback. Sawicka had a big night. J-Mac had a big night. Altogether, offensive line played great.
The beauty of it is we're not relying on one guy. We've got so many weapons, and it's hard to pick one. But I think the offensive line and Jordan McNeil sealed that game for us there in the second half. I love the way they played. I think this was the best time I've seen the offense capitalize on the defense's turnovers. When the defense was getting 3 and outs and playing so stout in the first half, we capitalized on that. In the second half, we came out a little stagnant. We got to work on that in practice, being consistent for 4 quarters. But, man, that offensive line and Jordan McNeil, our senior captain up front, in the backfield, and Tyler Scott up front, led the way for us to finish that game.
And then, of course, the defense, who was shut down in the first half and then did great again in the second half, had a little bit of injuries but still battled through the whole game. Just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, the way those guys persevered, it was like we talked about gang tackling and getting to the football, and that's what those guys bought into, and they did. And it was a toughness and a demeanor that I haven't seen since I've been here. They were not subbing themselves out on special teams or subbing themselves out on defense. They wanted to give it another go, and they wanted to fight, and they wanted this win more than anybody, and that's why they got it. And I could not be more proud of their effort. I wish we finished. I don't like giving up cheap ones there at the end, but, man, defense played phenomenal. I mean, I couldn't ask for more from the offense, the defense, and the special teams units.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach. We'll see you next week.
Thank you very much.